In the fall of 2025, a string of swatting attacks across the country mainly targeted universities. A local terrorism researcher says Doane University was among them. Officials say swatting is often used to disrupt and cause panic in communities, and now researchers say the people committing the crime are utilizing new technologies. In this KETV Newswatch 7 investigation, I spoke with law enforcement and a local researcher on the issue. National Counterterrorism Innovation Technology and Education Center, or INSIGHT, senior researcher Mackenzie Harms says she began researching swatting attacks further in the fall of 2025 as part of a portfolio on the rising trend of nihilistic violent extremism.
A lot of the attacks that were happening at universities in the fall semester, about like August 2025, were all taken credit for by a group that operates within that network.
Harms says swatting is becoming a more popular tactic because the perpetrators often see it as low risk.
A lot of these online communities share protocols, what technologies you can use to support it, scripts that you can use, they identify targets.
Artificial intelligence is now among those technologies.
With AI, one of the things they're doing is it's a way of disguising their voice. So they can set it up to do that. They will use AI to insert maybe the sound of gunfire in the background to add legitimacy to the threat.
6401 University Drive South. 911 can hear shots being fired on the line.
That's audio of 911 dispatchers on October 4th, 2025.
Medic 21, respond with others. Multi-casualty incident.
First responders raced to the library on UNO's campus. Hours later, the student body got this message. Omaha police say this was swatting and no one was hurt.
Do you believe that that incident could have been an AI formulated call?
Absolutely, or I would say an AI enabled is what I would say. And on top of that, you see the other technologies, the voice over internet protocols, things like that that are used as a way to mask their identity. So it can be really challenging for law enforcement to identify the people behind these threats.
AI or not, Captain Monty Lovelace with Nebraska State Patrol says law enforcement will be there.
The important thing is that we still respond.
Lovelace leads the Fusion Center at NSP headquarters in Lincoln. He says INSIGHT's research is valuable and often helps them in investigations and with sharing intel with local and national partners.
They can use that information to come up with the best safety plan to address it when those situations occur.
No matter how many swatting calls happen,
from a law enforcement perspective, we're going to continue to do whatever we can to protect people and go after those that are doing this type of behavior and trying to hurt others, whether it's online or not.
Harms says it's essential to still follow safety protocols even if you think a situation may be swatting. Lovelace says to also not shy away from the conversation and debrief after if you experience a swatting attack to help return back to a normal day. Tomorrow at 10, hear more from my conversation with Harms on the cost that bomb threats can have on universities.